Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available online. I've included a link in the description. I'll take you directly to the product page where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? So today's product I want to share with you is absolutely perfect if you are wanting to keep an eye on the weather in your local home or environment. This is a really cool all-in-one weather station that is super easy to set up. Anybody can do it, and it's going to give you a full breakdown. So this was sent over by a company called WeatherFlow, and this is their Tempest Weather Station. Like I said, very, very cool. So what all do you get? Right out of the box, you're gonna get all the parts and pieces. Naturally, it is gonna include a quick start guide and a little kind of help pamphlet if you're running into any issues. But like I said, this thing is incredibly easy to set up, and you're gonna be able to do it in less than 10 minutes. You're gonna get the weather station itself, which we're about to go over here in a minute. And then finally, back here behind me, you are gonna get the little base station that it communicates to. So go ahead and set this up on the inside, just plug it into a wall outlet, and it has this USB-C little cable to give it power, and it comes with the wall adapter, comes with everything you need, and it has a little antenna here. It doesn't take up a very big footprint at all, and this is what's going to connect to your home Wi-Fi. So it is going to connect to the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi signal in case you have yours separated out, but it does have a really nice range from the base station to the actual weather device itself. You're going to have about 1,000 feet as far as an open field type setup. So you can get this pretty much anywhere around your house, and you're going to easily be able to get a signal back to the base station, and then the base station is going to communicate all that data straight into the app. So you can check it anywhere around as long as you have internet and your home has internet. You'll be able to see all your weather data, which is really, really cool. So how do you mount this thing? So first off, you're gonna have 3 different ways to mount it, which is really cool. So you're gonna have this little base station here, the little thin one. This is gonna be 2 mounting options. On the underside, you're gonna see just your standard little screw hole. This is kind of like a tripod mount. So let's say you have one of those poles on the side of your house that attaches with a little screw set. You can utilize that, or you can put it on a tripod. Otherwise, you can see it has a little picture frame here, so it includes a nice little screw. Go ahead and put that on a fence post or something like that, and then you are going to just kind of slide it in place so it's nice and secure. These are very easy to install. You're just going to go ahead and put them on the bottom, and then you're just going to twist into place, and it's all nice and locked. Now, however, if you do have a pole mounted situation, they do include this mount itself. It's got like a little level here at the top, so you can make sure your pole it's nice and centered. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to twist this until it's nice and tight so it doesn't move or fall away or anything like that. Once again, same situation. This just sits on the bottom. Once you get it in position, you're just going to twist it, and it will lock into position so it's nice and secure for you. So really, really cool aspect of it. Then the weather station itself. So this is going to be able to provide a ton of data for you. You're going to really see what is going on, because you know the weather apps, they're going to go for the whole region of your city, not what's happening right in your own backyard. So first off, it's got a nice temperature setting sensor on the top, so it's going to give you real-time temperature feedback. It's going to give you real-time humidity feedback. You'll notice it has the little louvered holes here. It's going to be able to tell you the wind speed and also the direction. It's going to be able to tell you the rainfall within a 24-hour. It has a super sensitive top part that's going to determine the amount of rainfall that's hitting it. It's not one of those collection baskets that fill up with water and then debris and give you inaccurate readings. This is reading the temperature, the settings as it hits. And then you'll notice there's a little kind of foggy looking part at the top that is going to be measuring the UV rays that are coming. So it's going to tell you whether it's a UV 11 day, a UV 8 day, whatever, which is a really cool feature, because you know whether or not you should be putting on a sunscreen. It's also going to tell you your solar radiation that your area is receiving, which is a really cool aspect. Now, believe it or not, this little sensor here can also determine about lightning strikes. So it's going to tell you if it's detecting lightning in your area and how often that's happening and everything. And then finally, it's also going to tell you the barometric pressure, so you can see that as well in relation to when it's going to all rain and all that kind of stuff. Now, all those things I mentioned are going to be easy to find in the app. It's going to easily be displayed, and you can also change the different settings. So for example, temperature, you can choose to see it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. The wind, you can see it in knots, you can see it in miles per hour, kilometers, whatever. It's going to be able to go through there, and you're going to be able to pick whichever kind of settings that or measurement setting that you want. Now, as far as how does this thing get power itself, it is self-powering. You can see it's got 4 little solar panels right here on the side part that is going to fully charge up the rechargeable battery on this thing. It does have a 1,300 mAh battery that's going to keep it running nice and long. Now, there is on the bottom side, you'll notice there is 4 screws. You can go ahead and remove those, and it will give you access to that battery. So if you do ever need to change it after several years of use, you can do that. You also notice on the bottom is the switch to turn on and off the device. As far as programming it, very easy. You're just going to simply go ahead and utilize the Tempest Weather app on your favorite store, on Google or on your iPhone platform. Once you got that up, it's going to walk you through all the steps of how to link it up. You're basically going to plug in the base station, turn on the device. It's automatically going to find it. You're going to pick your location, and then bam, it is connected. It is that simple. Now, one of the other cool things about this is it is using, with all this data that it's collecting, a nearcast AI forecasting. So it's basically taking in that data, and then it's going to give you a more accurate forecast for your little microclimate area that you're seeing, and it's also going to talk to other ones. So once you set up, do keep that in mind. The name that you're assigning it is a public name, because it's going to be accessing that database of all the little stations that are around the world, which is just a really cool aspect. And then it's going to provide you instant alerts. So if there is any bad weather or anything like that, you're going to get notifications right there on your phone or your tablet or whatever you have the app installed on. And like I said, you can check it from anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection. Now, another cool thing is you can integrate this with smart home applications. For example, Alexa, you can have it set up to do that. It also sets up the internet protocols where you can give this like assignments. So for example, if your little weather station here detects that it's detecting rain, maybe you can have it talk to your sprinkler system and turn off the sprinkler system, as long as they both have that internet ability of the if and, I forget what the exact acronym is of it, but it's basically where you can have one device tell another one, giving you a fully smart home. This has that ability integrated into it. So if your other devices are smart, it can talk to them, which is another really cool aspect. Now, to give you an idea of the size, as you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of room here. It is only about 4¼ inches in diameter. The height of it is about 8 inches with the smaller mount, but the bigger round, it's going to be somewhere between 8 to 9 inches essentially, depending on how big your pole is and all that. So not a very big device, doesn't take up a lot of area. The only thing you do need to make sure, you'll notice there is a little arrow here on the one side that is going to be wanting to face due north, so that way your wind direction and all that reads accurately. But this is a really cool device. If you have anybody that is really into weather, if you're wanting to keep an eye exactly on the conditions around your house, maybe you even have a vacation home and you want to keep track of it remotely, what's going on there, this will be able to do that all for you just at a quick glance via the app on your phone or your tablet, and it is totally worth checking out. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.